And my favorite poem is Blackberry-Picking by Seamus Heaney. So Seamus Heaney's from Ireland, and this poem is him recalling like picking blackberries when he was younger with his family. And I really like this poem because it reminds me a lot of my family. So my mom's side of the family is in an island called Santa Maria, and that's where we spend most of our summers. But my father's family is in another island called San Miguel, and we don't get to spend as much time there. And when I was younger, one of the best trips I had was when we got to spend more time with my father's side of the family, just because the house is like where my grandmother was and whatever. But at that house there's like 3 pastures in the back, and one of the pastures has a lot of blackberries, so me and my cousins would go and pick blackberries, and then my aunt would turn it into jam, and it was like a really nice like family activity, and it felt like it connected me to like what my father used to do with his siblings. And the part at the end where it talks about like a rat gray fungus just reminds me of like a time when we were all sitting in the living room and it had this really bad smell and nobody knew what it was, and we pulled back the couch and there was like a little dead rat there, and my aunt was really mortified, so every time I read that part it kind of makes me laugh. And at the end of the poem he talks about how, you know, the blackberries go bad, and every year he wishes that they would, you know, not go bad, they would just stay good forever. And that reminds me of how I feel whenever I leave, because it's really hard to leave your family, and it's kind of like he wishes the blackberries would stay good forever, and I wish I could stay there forever with my family. So I'm gonna read it now. Blackberry-Picking by Seamus Heaney, for Philip Hosbaum. Late August, given heavy rain and sun, for a full week the blackberries would ripen. At first just one, a glossy purple clot. Among others, red, green, hard as a knot. You ate that first one, and its flesh was sweet, like thickened wine. Summer's blood was in it, leaving stains upon the tongue and lust for picking. Then red ones inked up that hunger, sent us out with milk cans, pea tins, jam pots, where briars scratched and wet grass bleached our boots. Round hayfields, cornfields, and potato drills, we trekked and picked until the cans were full, until the tinkling bottom had been covered with green ones, and the top big dark blobs burned like a plate of eyes. Our hands were peppered with thorn pricks, our palms sticky as bluebeards. We hoarded the fresh berries in the byre, but when the bath was filled, we found a fur, a rat-gray fungus, glutting our catch. The juice was stinking too. Once off the bush, the fruit fermented. The sweet flesh would turn sour. I always felt like crying. It wasn't fair, that all the lovely canfuls smelt of rot. Each year I'd hoped they'd keep, knew they would not.